Well, I thought the deacon would remove this book for me. It weighs about 30 pounds. So. Oh. I'm Father Tom Frank. I'm a retired priest of the Diocese of Austin, living in Georgetown. We got our second vaccine about a month ago, and the bishop asked us to wait 2 more weeks. And then when we had no other symptoms, he released us from sheltered in place. So the word got out that the retired priests could come and help out again. Before that, we were not able. And that day, I got 3 calls from different parishes wanting help. But I'm glad about that because, our priests had a rough time. I mean, they had to deal with a lot of issues. They couldn't go on vacation. Most of them couldn't get a day off. And just a lot of drama was going on. And so the retired priests who are able, we're really glad that we can help out again and give them a bit of a break. At the retirement center, I want to do 3 things. I want to tell you about the retirement center, and I want to talk about especially this gospel and the time of Easter. And then I want to tell you something personal that I do in my life that has helped me in the long run. So those 3 things. Well, first of all, the retired place is next to St. Helen Parish in Georgetown. It's a very good spot. We have 13 priests there. 6 of us are still able to come and help. The other 7 have issues with their health and things, so they are not able to help out. But the 6 of us will stay pretty busy now that we're able to help. And each of us has our own apartment. So we have a really good apartment. It has 2 rooms, a bedroom and an office area. Then we have a full kitchen and a walk-in shower, and we have kind of a table that we can eat at or spread things out, and we have a little living area. We have a little kind of like a porch in the back, and we have a covered garage for our cars. It's a really good spot. We have ladies that come and cook for us breakfast and lunch, and there's always leftover for snacks and supper. And then we have another person that comes and cleans our apartment once a week. So we have a chapel that holds about 40 people, but all of us are there. We can say Mass together, or we can say Mass in our apartment if we want to be more private. So all that is there, and we have a deacon who looks after us. So if something gets broken or something needs to be repaired or fixed or whatever, Deacon Mike Aronson knows all about that and takes care of us in that way. So it's a really, really good spot. Anyway, I want to mention that to you because a lot of you have made donations that have helped build up that place and to make it a special spot for our retired priests. And so we're grateful for that and grateful for the opportunity just to say thank you whenever we go to different parishes and visit with folks. The gospel reading for today, point number 2, is a wonderful gospel because the apostles are reluctant to believe that Christ really rose from the dead. And we might be in the same situation because they wanted to be certain about that. They'd heard the message from others, but they hadn't seen it themselves. And we might be the same way. There's this false news and fake news around, and we want to know what the real story is. We want to really know that. And the apostles were that way too. St. Thomas, in the gospel last week, he was incredulous and he didn't believe what they were telling him. People call him the doubting Thomas. He's my patron saint. I call him the hesitant Thomas. He wanted to know the situation. And finally, the second time Christ came to them, he had the chance to come up with a 5-word belief of faith. He understood, he knew who Christ was at that point. My Lord, he was the Master, the teacher, and my God. He was the God who created all that there is, including us. And with those 5 words, Thomas expressed who Christ was. In the gospel for today, the apostles did not believe totally Mary Magdalene, who had told them that she had seen him. The 2 disciples are coming from Emmaus. They tell the apostles. They don't believe them totally. And then Christ appears to them, comes to them, and they are not too sure about it, and they're afraid. They think they've seen a ghost. So he says, well, no, I am who I am. You have anything to eat? Let me have a little bite to eat. Maybe you'll believe that I'm human here with you. He shows them his hand and sides, and still they're not sure. And so the second half of that gospel today says that he teaches them again. He tells them about it again so that they become the first apostles to share that message with others. And this is a wonderful gospel about the hesitation, but then the sureness that the apostles had after that. And we come together for 60 days of Easter to remember that Christ truly is risen. And we know that and have it in our hearts. And these are special days to recall that and to remember how the apostles, his best friends, lacked that confidence immediately, but it came to them with time. The third thing I want to tell you about is something that I've been doing for a number of years. A few years ago, I thought it might be good to have a mascot. I've been looking around, and football teams had these lions and tigers and panthers and things, and I didn't want a mascot like that. But I recognized that the mascot also helped the team to do good. They'd have these cheers and all, and they would invoke the mascot in a way, and they would do good. And I thought, well, if I could get a good mascot. So I thought, well, the first thing I thought about was having a dog as a mascot. I didn't want a real dog, but I thought I could get pictures of dogs and things. And the dog, you see, is known to be loyal and faithful. And I thought, man, for a priest, you got to be loyal and faithful to the bishop, to the parish, to the people. And so that would be really good for me to remember that by seeing my mascot or looking at my mascot. And then I thought, no, maybe the elephant would be a better mascot, because the elephant is known for his memory or her memory. They remember things apparently better than any other animal. And I thought, boy, memory is really important for a priest. Knowing the parish, knowing the people, knowing what is coming next year, what happened last year, memory is real important. But then I thought, no, the giraffe would be better. It can see everything, and to see the whole picture would be really important to a priest. So I thought, I think I might pick the giraffe. That didn't last very long, and I finally settled on the turtle. The turtle is my mascot right now. I don't know if you've ever seen those videos about the mother turtles that come out of the water at South Padre Island, and they struggle and lumber and work to get up the beach, to dig a hole and place 30 or 40 eggs for the next generation. And they all worn out. They just struggle back to get to the water. And I thought, this turtle is a very good mascot, because look at that. They are patient, and they get there, they continue, they don't give up. And they get their job done, and then they complete it. And since I've had the turtle, I originally thought I was slow but sure. But now I think I'm patient and persistent. So try to do things slowly as best you can, but don't give up on things. And so I have turtles in my office, in my bedroom, on the wall, in the living room area, on the refrigerator. I have one on the rearview mirror in my car. And they always remind me, whatever you're doing, be patient with it and also persevere. Don't give up on things. So I just recommend, I don't necessarily recommend the turtle to you, but I recommend the idea of having a mascot, having something that reminds you of the kind of person that you want to be. Hope you all have a really good day today. We'll stand now for the creed.